Okay, it is dinner time finally. My day's coming to an end pretty quick. And I am actually pretty tired. So I just got a little bit of food here to munch on. All that soup I ate really has kept me pretty filled up. Well, it wasn't that much, but it built me up pretty good. So a light dinner tonight ought to be the key to my getting a good night's sleep. I hope I don't have to sleep in the reclining chair again tonight. But if I do, I have to. I got it all prepped and everything. So we are going to be watching Bonanza, the Courtship. And this is episode 48 of season 2. And this is an episode in which Haas falls in love with somebody that he's going to help. His dad has sent him to help the widow of an old friend of his, and Haas falls in love with her really badly, and she kind of takes advantage of that, unfortunately. So I won't say anything more, don't want to spoil it. So let's go ahead and start watching the Courtship, where Haas falls in love with a widow woman. Sacramento.
I was just thinking about something. There's no reason why we both have to go see Josh Layton's widow.
Now, listen, Big Short. You ain't about to settle me on seeing some poor widow woman all by myself.
Me being there's not going to help her any.
Yeah, but it's going to help me. Now you're going, and that's it.
Why?
Well, because Mr. Layton was one of Paul's best friends, and we're supposed to be here and doing everything we can to help. Besides, Paul told me to keep an eye on you anyhow.
I told you to keep an eye on me. What in the heck for?
You've been getting chased all the way back to the Ponderosa by some hopping mad daddy with a shotgun in his hand. The look in your eye, that's just about what's going to happen.
Hoss, come on.
Joe, you ain't about to take off with that pretty little filly I see you making eyes with down the lobby bar. You're going with me, and that's final.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, Joe, come back here! Joe! Joe!
Ladies, you can't go in right now. Oh, ladies, I'm sorry, you'll have to wait just a minute. Now, you start yourself real good now, and the porter brings us
What a terrible little brother.
And ladies, I want to thank you very much for your patience. You wait right here, ladies, and he'll be out in a minute.
Joe! I'm gonna whip you for sure!
He deserves a good whipping. Most every Bonanza episode does have a little bit of a humorous side to it. Not everyone does, but a lot of them do. Oh my goodness! I believe that is Lake Tahoe behind them in real life. I believe it is. I can't swear to it. If anybody knows, please comment down below. Julie Adams is the widow in question. Layton, that's her last name. Josh Layton was Ben's friend. Hoss is going there to find her. Well, that staircase looks familiar, doesn't
You
it?
get out of here. I can't pay any bills. Get
To a
out.
certain
Leave me
point.
alone.
Ma'am, I ain't no bill collector. I was sent here to help Mrs. Layton.
Who are you?
False Carter. Ma'am, what's the matter? Can I get you anything? A glass of water?
My smelling salts. They're in there.
Smelling salts? I thought smelling salts were for people that have fainted or passed out. But yeah, this is the first and only time I've ever seen them used like that.
Ma'am, I sure didn't mean to upset you like that.
Oh, forgive me. It's just that I was so touched that you came all this way for me.
You, Miss Layton?
Yes. I wonder if you have a handkerchief.
He was expecting
Why are you
some
looking at me like that?
old widow gal.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Didn't mean to stare. I just had it in my head. I reckon that he was going to be a little different.
Until a minute ago, I was half dead.
Don't you worry, ma'am. I'm here to fix everything up. It's no wonder you're feeling so poorly. Empty house like this give anybody the crawly skin.
I had to sell the furniture.
Ma'am, that's water all over the bridge now. Now, you go get yourself dressed.
Dressed?
That's a big ring she's got on her finger there.
Besides, you got to show me where a good place is. I'm not too familiar with Sacramento. Now, yeah.
Also, it's kind of, you see the beginnings of his
Mr.
feelings
Conrad,
for her.
I can't tell you how happy you've made me by asking me out to supper this evening.
Pretty gal like you. Well, not to have to think about nothing but living every minute, every day. I'm gonna shake up that attorney of yours and see what's hanging up that will.
Oh, it really isn't his fault. Josh had a lot of bills, and all the creditors have filed against the estate. That's what's taking so much time.
She sure has been started feeling better really quick.
Please.
She was half dead before.
I just can't get the back of this dress hooked by myself. Do you mind?
If that lawyer can't do the job, we'll get somebody that can.
How long has it been since I've heard a strong voice like that? You Cartwrights are magnificent. That's the only word for you.
Oh, ma'am, there's not anything special about us. Fact is, we're probably about the honorest bunch you ever run into. You can ask anybody in Virginia City about that.
And what would they say?
Well, for one thing, they'd tell you that Horace Cartwright was about the meanest and hungriest man this side of St. Joe. He got meaner the hungrier he got.
Why, Mr. Cartwright, whatever's the matter?
I don't know, ma'am. Maybe it's a perfume?
Oh, I was in hopes you'd like it.
Well, I do. What I meant to say was, well,
Oh, there, it's all done. That wasn't so hard now, was it?
no, ma'am.
You poor man, you must be starved. Why don't we go get some supper?
Good evening, Mrs. Layton. It is so pleasant to see you again.
Oh, thank
So
you.
we've seen that
Good to be
building
with all
before
the people again.
Your favorite table in
with the
table?
staircase.
You who let me has
You'll see
arrived.
that quite a lot in this
Let's see
series.
it.
Uh-oh.
feeling poorly again?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Jean, it was sweet of you to remember the table I had the last time I was here, but I wonder if we couldn't have something a little more private.
Of course, madame. Right here.
Now that particular actor, he was in an I Love Lucy episode. When they were in Hollywood, he played a director when Lucy was trying to get in the pictures. I'm just familiar with I Love Lucy.
Our very best vintage, 1854. The champagne of Bonanza.
He was in a couple
I'm
of
sure you will find it
episodes.
your custom taste. Mrs. Layton can vouch for the year.
It's excellent.
Anything you say.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Ma'am, I'm just a cowboy. I don't reckon I fit into a place like this very good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you unhappy.
Oh, no, ma'am, you didn't. It takes something doing to make a man unhappy when he's with you.
See if you like it.
Oh,
No. I don't know. I have never ordered wine in a restaurant, ever. Is that what they do? Do they just pour you a tap a little bit until you approve, or I don't know.
ma'am, here's to a whole lot more happiness than you've known the last couple of months, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Cartwright. I know I'll have it now.
Dang, I don't think that vinegar don't make me sneeze.
Vinegar?
It does tickle your nose, doesn't it?
You think you can go on avoiding me? I came by to see you this afternoon.
I was busy, Mr. Hammond.
I'll bet you were. But I won't stand for any more, but I want that ring back.
Go on.
Not till I get the ring. It's just about it, Buster. Now you done it. We'll take care of him.
I don't know what's the matter.
I like what Hoff says here coming up.
Ma'am, you're a lady. And a lady ain't gotta explain no mean mouth drunk.
He was a friend
Not
of my
bad.
husband's. Ever since Josh died, he's given me trouble. He actually has some ridiculous idea that this ring Josh left me belongs to him.
Don't you pay no mind to that.
Mr. Cartwright, please take me home. Everybody's staring at us.
Yes, sir. I guess I really messed things up for you, didn't I?
It wasn't your fault. He hit you first.
It didn't hurt none. I ain't got the manners of a dang goat.
I ain't got the manners of a
Mr.
dang goat.
We're gonna sit down
That's
and
kinda
enjoy
funny.
ourselves. And don't you worry any about your manners. You stood up for me. My honor. You have no idea how that makes me feel inside. To know that someone cares. You're not only a gentleman, Mr. Cartwright, you're wonderful. Now let's sit down.
I had no idea how late it was, ma'am. All that pain. I reckon I want to apologize to you for keeping you out so late.
Please don't, Mr. Cartwright. Can't we just sit out here for a minute longer?
Yes, ma'am. If you like.
Do you think I was wrong?
About what, ma'am?
Because I was so happy with you tonight. Because for a moment I was able to forget. Am I supposed to shrivel up and die just because my husband is dead?
No, ma'am. No. I don't think that'd be his wish at all.
Mr. Cartwright, I just can't go back into that empty house.
It's like a tomb. And I'm still alive. I can't go back. I can't go back.
Ma'am, if you could just manage it one more night. Well, what I mean to say is I'll figure out some way to get you out of there.
She's working on him, isn't she?
Well, what could you do?
I'll take
She's
you
actually
somewhere.
quite attractive. But a little on the evil side, I think. Oh yeah, little Joe hasn't faced his brother on what he did to him in the bathtub thing.
Doodly-doody. Doodly-doo. You have a good time tonight, Joe?
Hmm? That you, Hoss?
Yeah, I ask you. You have a good time tonight?
No. No, I came right back after I left. Been a lot better off I'd have gone to see that old widow woman with you.
Don't make no difference. I didn't need you at all.
Hoss is pretty sidetracked, isn't he?
You feeling all right?
Yeah. I ain't never felt better.
You're talking kind of funny. What'd you do tonight?
Went to supper with Miss Layton.
And what's she like?
Nothing like we thought.
Even worse, huh?
No. She's just different.
You been drinking?
Yeah, a little champagne.
Champagne?
1854 was a good year.
1854 is a good year for what?
Hey, Joe, you ain't gonna sleep in your boots, are you? Come on, didn't you have no fun?
Oh, yeah, I had a great time. Till that gal I met disappeared and took my money pouch with her.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry to hear that. How come you're being so doggone charitable? I figured you'd pound me when you got back here.
Pound you? What? What I want to pound you for? I ain't mad at you.
Well, he was before.
Lady Joe. She's a real lady. Joe, I know what we're going to do. I done made up my mind. We're going to take Miss Layton back to Ponderosa with us.
Hoss, come on. Look, I know how soft-hearted you are, but Pa sent us here to help her, not to adopt her and bring her back home with us.
Joe, I can't just leave her here.
Yeah, well, you can't take her with us. Look, you got to think about it. We got a long trip ahead of us. We got 2 days by stagecoach just to get to Summit. Then we take the buckboard. It's another day through the pass. Now, what kind of a trip is that for an old lady to make?
Sort of think maybe she'll be able to stand up under it.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I think it's one of the nuttiest ideas I ever heard of.
Don't make any decisions till after you've met her. We're gonna have lunch together tomorrow at noon. I done made reservations with the garçon.
Garçon?
All right, where is she?
She'll be probably out shopping or something. Pretty fancy jet wagon, ain't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
What's mine, Joe?
Take a look at the girl over by the door. Women like that just don't run around loose.
Little Joe has no idea.
It's only $20, huh? Hey, come on, second, I better make it 50.
Hi.
Oh, look, I can't impress her from the road. Come on. Hey, look, she's smiling. Give me the money.
Hi.
Hello.
Joe, before you run off with that other gal, I'd like you to meet Mrs. Layton. Ma'am, this is Joe Cartwright.
How do you do?
It's very nice meeting you, man.
All right, well, push this all the way to 20 minutes.
Don't reckon she's ever seen any country like this before.
I guess not. Otherwise, she wouldn't have brought all this stuff along. Well, for somebody on the verge of poverty, she sure had a lot of clothes. Not to mention all those rings on her fingers.
Lady's got to have clothes, Joe. Besides, you wouldn't expect her to sell the stuff her husband gave her, would you?
Well, if I was hungry, I'd sell them.
Oh, Mr. Cartwright. Is it all right if I walk up and take a look at the lake?
Oh, sure, ma'am, but be kind of careful. Those trails can get tricky at night.
Don't you worry, I'll be careful.
That's all part of a set, I'm sure.
Why don't you come take a look at the lake?
I think that's the same set where the house would be at, off to the right. I'm pretty sure. And here we have
Supper's gonna be ready in a minute, Miss Lady.
another shot, probably the same shot, and we'll stop it right there, 20 minutes. It's probably the same shot, or close to the same shot that was that they used in the episode The Ape, when Hoss and Arnie were standing up there, but there wasn't trees there. But the same background, the lake, you know, with the water moving, that's a projection, I'm sure. And then they build a kind of a set there, and that's the way that works. I think I'm certainly no expert, but I think that's the way that they did it for both those scenes. It's just kind of funny. I just recognize the lake and the mountains in the background as the same ones that was in the episode The Ape. So we'll pick this up tomorrow and finish and watch another 20 or so minutes of the Courtship, episode 48 of Bonanza. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.